So guys, let's actually take a deep dive on what I actually believe is going to actually happen.
What's up, YouTube? Another video. If you're new, if you love the shy, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now tonight, we're going to be talking about the Shy Season 7, Episode 4. This is my quick thoughts, early impressions on Episode 4. Down below, I want you guys to let me know, how did you feel about this episode? And I did see one of you guys earlier mention how y'all felt like this was going to be like a filler episode, and it was definitely a more toned down episode than the last episode. Of course, it was Mother's Day, so they had to show a lot of praise to the mothers, and of course, it was a lot of different things going on, and we gonna talk about them. Now, you guys, make sure you checked out that BMF Season 4 this season trailer. I uploaded it on the channel. I'm going to watch the BMF Season 4 Episode 1 right after this video. I just wanted to make sure you guys got that this season trailer. That way you can see what's going to happen in this upcoming season. But let's talk about the topic of discussion, quick thoughts, early impressions on Episode 4. Now, it was a cool episode, but the biggest thing for me in this episode was finding out about your boy, Christian. Now, we know Christian, he was kicking it with Keisha back in Season 4. Pretty much, he was her boyfriend, and he helped her get through, a lot of the bad things that she went through back in Season 3. So, he was there for her, and it's just sad to see, or at least hear about what happened to him. Of course, we learned that it was Professor Gardner's son, and of course the judge's son. Of course, we know they're together, but they gave us that information in this episode. And you can kind of tell something was going on with Professor Gardner because he was giving Bakari advice, and to learn that Christian took himself out, that was a tough one. Because if you watch Season 4, you understand how good of a guy that he was. You know what I'm saying? Always in good spirits, always uplifting Keisha, but they pretty much kept it private, and Keisha found out in this episode, and you can tell it really hit her. I'm like, man, Christian? You know what I'm saying? But the Shy, one thing they love doing is closing out storylines, you know what I'm saying? And Christian and Keisha, they pretty much left off on a good note. We know Keisha did tell him she appreciated his support and love that he gave her, and that was pretty much it. They did not take it too far after that, but I believe in Season 4, that was the last time that we saw him, so I know that really hit Keisha. That was pretty much the biggest moment for me personally in this episode. Regardless of all the other stuff that was going down, the whole Christian thing was crazy. And here's a picture of Christian, just in case you guys forgot how he looked or whatever. But yeah, he was there for Keisha through some very tough times. But RIP to your boy Christian. And one thing I do like about the Shy this season is they're closing out a lot of storylines. A lot of, people have been talking about with a lot of characters on the show, a lot of different things going on. So they're just trying to close all loose ends. And this whole Christian thing, to be honest, they probably could have just left it alone, but they wanted to give us, some more closure on that storyline. And you can tell it really did affect his parents and, of course, Keisha as well. Now, quick thoughts, early impressions on your girl, Tiffany and Nuck, if you buck. In this episode, we know they did hang out, and it wasn't for that long at all. I mean, in the trailer, it really did seem like they was going to be kicking it for, a long time, but watching the episode, it wasn't long. Of course, your girl Tiffany told him she believes Alicia got the wrong guy. We saw that in the trailer. Pretty much what we saw in that trailer, we pretty much saw in the majority of the episode. The biggest thing to me was the whole Christian thing, but what we saw in that trailer, it pretty much told us what was going to happen. But Tiffany and Nuck had that conversation, and you can tell Nuck was in his feelings because he understands that Tiffany knows something is up, and he tried to go for a kiss. Tiffany was like, hell nah, it ain't about to happen right now. Know what I'm saying? She's going through a lot, and we know once they find out that he is the right guy, all hell is going to break loose. But I'm glad she did not go for it, and we gonna see what's gonna happen next for her character. I thought maybe Nut will get pulled over. Those trailers, it does make it seem like certain things are going to happen, but when you watch the episode, it's the complete opposite. That did not happen, but I'm pretty sure your girl Detective Toussaint will be showing up in episode 5. And we also found out about Nuck's family history. His mom's, of course, she's not here anymore. His father took her out, like, damn. So we're learning more about Nuck's character and some of the things that he went through as far as his life. So I'm eager to see what's going to happen next. Now, my quick thoughts, early impressions on your boy Papa in this episode. We know his mom was struggling with finances, and of course, she told him, whatever you do, I don't need Pastor Zeke's help at all. But guess what? Papa goes to Pastor Zeke to ask for some help and some money, basically to loan him some money. Meanwhile, they're trying to take advantage of this. You know what I'm saying? Charles pops up out of nowhere, and y'all already know what time it is. They trying to get his dad's church, and they pretty much left us off on a cliffhanger telling him that, look, everybody has a price, because we know Papa told them that his dad's church is not for sale. That's going to cause major issues for Papa and his moms. Y'all know she going to be very upset about this, because she told him to not go to that pastor. And as I told you guys before, his dad didn't even like this guy anyway. So what the hell is Papa doing? Now, my quick thoughts, early impressions on your boy, Reg, Jake, of course, Victor. Their moms returned, and Victor was pissed off. He's like, look, ain't no way in the hell you just gonna pop up out of nowhere. We know she was recovering, but he does not like that she's in and out of their lives, and she's the reason why they are the way they are right now. I mean, it's all messed up, and he's like, look, you cannot erase that. But of course, we know they kind of squashed everything by the end of the episode, and all that trauma growing up, you can tell it really affected Victor a lot. So I'm eager to see how everything's going to play out, and I want to know if they're going to end up taking their mother's advice this season. Now, quick thoughts, early impressions on Damien in this episode. We know that he had to learn how to play spades. Luckily, he had a great teacher, and we know Darnell, he schooled him on the game. Him and Professor Garner, they dominated. You know what I'm saying? They beat Hannibal and, of course, Keith in spades. And Damien, he did what he had to do. The majority of the episode, in my opinion, was about Damien learning how to play spades. But overall, man, it was an okay episode. It was a Mother's Day episode. And, of course, you know what I'm saying? I believe in the next episode, they're going to turn it up a notch. Of course, they did lower the tone a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They're going to save all the drama for the next few episodes, or at least they're going to spread it out over the season. But down below, I want you guys to let me know how the episode 4 make you feel. I will be dropping the full recap later on in the day with more details, so I want you guys to stay tuned for that. But I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Your boy about to watch BMF, so stay tuned for that video as well. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.